Have you ever tried to get a bunch of drunk people at a party to sit down together for a rousing game of Seventh Continent? Well, I have. Don't do that. That's stupid. You're smart, so do the smart thing. Try one of these super simple party games even your drunkest aunt's cat could wrap around its tiny head. Just One is a very clever cooperative game. For 4 to 7 players, ignore that 3, it's a lie, where you choose just one word on a card you can't see. Your friends get to give you clues to guess it as long as there's just one of each, and you get just one guess to get it right. Fun Facts is a fantastic 4 to 8 player game about finding out fun facts about your friends. The first player reads out a personal question for everyone. The answer is always a number. Write down your answer and place it into the row face down from highest to lowest, depending on what numbers you think your friends wrote down. Muse is a little hidden gem of a game where 2 or 3 teams compete to collect these gorgeous art cards. They do this by choosing one art card and one inspiration card for the opponent's muse to use. The muse must then use that inspiration to come up with a clue for their team to guess the card. The trick is, they have to do it before they see any of the other cards. Now, just one of these games was actually designed by Ludovic Rowdy and Bruno Satour, the designers of Seventh Continent. So if we start with that one, then there might at least be some poetic justice to it, so let's go ahead and order another shot. It's time to learn how it's played. Just One is a very simple cooperative word-guessing game. As a team, your goal is to correctly guess as many words as possible to get the best possible score. Start by shuffling the deck of word cards and dealing out 13 face down to the table. Return the rest of the cards to the box, as they won't be needed. Deal out one easel to each player and a colored dry erase marker of their choice. Randomly choose a starting player, and you're ready to begin. Beginning with the starting player, on your turn, draw a card from the deck, and without looking at it, place it into your easel, facing away from you and toward the other players. Once this is done, choose a number from 1 through 5 and speak it out loud. You've just chosen a word you can't see. Now it's up to the other players to come up with a clue to write down on their easel that you can use to guess the word. They must each do this in secret. No communication here. Now here's the twist. Before they get to show it to you, each of them will have to show their easels to each other. If any of the clues match, they must be flipped face down. Then and only then will you be able to see the remaining clues or clue. Or maybe they all match and it's literally nothing and now you just have one guess. Just one opportunity. One shot to guess which word you chose. If you got the guess right, place the card into a face-up stack on the table. If you got it wrong, just return the card to the box. And that's it. Each player continues taking turns clockwise around the table, each drawing a card, choosing a number, receiving their clues, and making their guess until the deck runs out and you can check your score, using this chart on the back of the rulebook. This game, well, probably every game, is much more fun when you know the people that you're playing with very well. But what if you would like to get to know them a little better? Well, we've got a game for that. Fun Facts, designed by Casper Lab, is a 4 to 8 player game about learning way too much about your friends. To set up the game, shuffle the deck and deal out 8 cards face down in the center. Return the rest of the cards to the box. Have each player choose a color and take an arrow and a marker in that color. Pick a start player however you wish, and hand them the start player token. The game plays over 8 turns, 1 card per turn. Each turn has just 3 phases: the answer phase, the place phase, and the reveal phase. In the answer phase, the start player will draw a card from the deck and read the question out loud. For example, from 0 to 100, how well would you survive a zombie apocalypse? Each player will then secretly write their answer on the arrow plaque and place it face down in front of them. And of course, make sure to write your name on the other side of the arrow to make sure everyone knows whose answer belongs to who. Then, the answer phase is done. In the place phase, the first player will place their arrow in the center of the table. Then, beginning with the next player clockwise, players will try to place their answers in ascending order by predicting how everyone else answered. You'll do this by sliding your arrow answer side down into the row of answers wherever you think it belongs. Once everyone has done this, we move on to the reveal phase. Reveal all of the tiles and remove any incorrectly placed ones. Any ties are always considered to be placed correctly. Then your group gains 1 point for each arrow left in ascending order. For example, in a 4-player game, reveal 4 arrows. The 80 arrow and the 100 arrow could both be considered incorrectly placed. Just remove any one of them. Now you have an increasing line of 3 arrows. Your group gains 3 points for this turn. After 8 questions, you'll write your final score in the Record of Legends and try to beat your high score next time you play. Also, if you're watching this in the tavern right now, yes, we do want you to record your score in our Record of Legends. Maybe we'll see it again a year from now, if y'all can behave yourselves. But what if you want to compete against your friends instead of the game? Well, we think the best way to do that in a large group of drunken fools is to play a team game, like Muse. To set up Muse, just separate into 2 or 3 teams depending on how many players you have. There must be at least 2 players on each team for this to work. Shuffle the Masterpiece and Inspiration decks separately and set them within reach of all the players. The team with the youngest player goes first. Or, if you hate that, determine the first player however you wish, like any way you want to do it. You could do it whatever way you feel like doing it. I mean, this is a board game. Follow your heart. And please drink responsibly. During your team's turn, choose a player to be your muse. Each round, your muse can change, but that's up to you. You can decide however you want. The team to your left draws 6 Masterpiece cards and 2 Inspiration cards. Then, as a team, they choose 1 Masterpiece card and 1 Inspiration card to give to your team's muse. Your muse must now reveal the Inspiration card to everyone and inspect the Masterpiece card in secret. Their job is to give you a clue that you can use in the near future to pick out this card in a lineup. The clue could be a word with exactly 6 letters in it, a television show that aired in the last 50 years. Maybe it's a sound effect, or even just a facial expression. Whatever their clue is, it must follow the rules of the Inspiration card that they were given. Once the clue is locked in, the enemy team reclaims the Masterpiece card, shuffles it face down with the remaining 5 cards, and deals them randomly to the table face up. At this point, your muse is transformed into a parrot that can now say nothing and do nothing except repeat the same clue over and over again. Your team, using only the clue you received, must try to find the card that your muse wants you to find. Your team has just 1 guess. Your muse then reveals the correct Masterpiece card. If you were right, your team claims the card. If not, the enemy team claims the card. Play then continues with the next team clockwise. If a deck runs out, just shuffle the discard pile and make a new one. First team to claim 5 Masterpiece cards wins. And that's how you play 3 incredible party games. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click on that thumbs up button and subscribe. We would love to hear from you. What's your favorite party game? Post your answer in the comments below, and we will reply as soon as we're able. This is just 3 examples of hundreds of great games that you can pick up from greatoaks.fun/shop. Or just stop on by when you're in town and try this and over 1,000 other games like it. at Great Oaks Tavern.